Hello, writers. Come write with me. My name is Mykela Greenwood. I create worlds for mind adventures. Welcome to my channel, Write with Mykela. I'm very glad to have you join me. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you can go on this journey with me. Today, we're going to discuss a few terms, and then we will add to your story with a setting. The terms we are looking at today are pretentious and snark or snarky. Pretentious means attempting to impress by affecting greater importance, talent, culture, etc. than is actually possessed. In other words, someone is trying to impress others by acting like they are more important, more talented, more cultured than they actually are. Someone acting pretentiously may use fancy language, boast about their achievements, or act superior to others, which basically is him or her trying to create a false impression of themselves. Some synonyms are affected, ostentatious, she, showy, flashy, tasteless, over-ambitious, pompous, inflated, overblown, overripe, flamboyant, grandiloquent. Sorry, I put the stress in the wrong place. Grandiloquent, highfalutin, and a whole lot more. An antonym is natural. In our stories, this term is a characteristic of a character or a group. Of course, if it's for a group, a whole group, remember not all members will be as pretentious as other members. Certainly, a stereotype for wealthy people is that they are pretentious. But I know several wealthy people who look and act like your average Joe. Idiom alert, idiom alert. There are other people not as wealthy as these few that I know, and they are absolutely snobs and very pretentious. The term also mentions talent. So engineers could think they're smarter, witches could think they're more powerful, stock traders could think they're savvier, race car drivers could think they have better reflexes. Now, I don't promote stereotypes at all. I know they often come from the loudest people in a group, and sometimes the rest of the group is just like, oh, I wish they weren't, They're kind of embarrassed by these people, but that's where the stereotypes come from, is the loudest few of a group, usually, in my humble opinion. And while I don't agree with stereotypes, we can certainly use them in our stories as we decide on characteristics for our characters. This pretentiousness could be someone's undoing. Think of the phrase of keeping up with the Joneses. Well, if someone pretentious thought they had as much wealth as the wealthy, and they spent their money like a wealthy person could, they might end up bankrupt. Now, I don't think many billionaires are as materialistic as their less wealthy counterparts. But many people think they spend lots of money. Hence the advertisement, shop like a billionaire. It's like, okay, I don't think billionaires shop so much. So that advertisement doesn't work for me. But anyway, billionaires usually are the type of people who make their money work for them instead of working for their money. But we're talking about somebody pretentious, someone who wants others to think they have billions or at least millions. We're talking about someone who wants others to think they have the highest IQ in the room. We are talking about someone who wants others to think or know that they have the biggest house or they are more connected to law enforcement, or whatever in your stories. We can give examples. Think of Cinderella. Now, Cinderella herself was not pretentious, but her stepmother was. Cinderella was natural. Think of Cruella de Vil. She thought she was better than Roger and Anita, and she thought she was above the law. Think of Star Trek. The Vulcans thought they were superior to humans. Now, that famous Vulcan, Spock, he got along with the humans and he didn't display that. But in some scenes, you could see that he still had a little bit of that "we're better than humans" attitude left in him. So leave a comment on a show book, on a character. Leave a comment on a character in a show, book, or movie who is or was pretentious or thought they were better than others in some way or fashion, and say how they thought they were better. Were they flamboyant and have fancy clothes and fancy jewelry and fancy nails and those eyelashes that curl up to their forehead, or were they always driving a new car? How did they show they were pretentious? Did they speak with big words? Now, some people do have good vocabularies and they do speak like that. It's natural. And if you look up the words, they mean what their context clues showed you they mean. Somebody who is trying to impress others, who is trying to use those big words, sometimes you look it up and you're like, I don't really think they meant that. So, just leave those comments. Our next term is snark or snarky. Snark means an imaginary animal used to refer to someone or something that is difficult to track down. Now, an informal meaning in North America is critical or mocking comments made in an indirect or sarcastic way. Snark is an attitude or expression of mocking irreverence and sarcasm. Some synonyms are cranky, fractious, irritable, nettlesome, puckish, peevish, and a few more. Snarky is the adjective form and means critical or mocking in an indirect or sarcastic way. When we say sarcastic, many people think it is cruel, and just as many people think it is funny. I think sarcasm can be hurtful to children and teens, or anyone that doesn't think it's a joke because of a power imbalance in the relationship. But if everyone knows the funny intent and their equal power, then it's probably okay. Recently, I've heard the term snark or snarky, and I think, this is my opinion, I think people are using it today instead of sarcastic or sarcasm, which sarcasm means the use of irony to mock or convey contempt. But sarcasm does have that negative connotation, so people are, I'm not being sarcastic, I'm being snarky. So they're kind of trying to get away from the negative part of sarcasm. However you decide to use it is up to you. It is a characteristic. You can have sarcastic characters or snarky characters. You can have characters that mock others, or characters that just cut up all the time and are rarely serious. In the book I recently read, Witches, Histories, and Murders by Scarlett Moss, the main character, Phoebe, described herself as snarky, or with using snark. Of course, the other characters got her snark and snarked right back. In Harry Potter, Hermione was snarky at times, especially when she was correcting the pronunciation of certain magic words. It's a little bit sarcastic in those scenes. So, Or you could say she was pretentious. It's your opinion of what she was being. She could have been pretentious, like, I know how to say it. Or she could have been sarcastic and, come on, get this right. You know. So, leave a comment on a character that is snarky in a show, book, or movie, or in your own life, and state whether everyone thinks the person is joking, or they think the person is mocking people or situations. I just thought of something. Sometimes people get snarky or sarcastic when they're uncomfortable, and they're trying just to mask that feeling. So there could be something else behind there as well. You're the writer. You decide. Now let's turn to our writings. Pull out your story with a setting. We don't have a shared plot for this one. We're just going to pull it out and continue from wherever we left off. For reference, we started this in season 3.1, episode 17, and then we continued. If you check the description below, it will list all the episodes, and it will have the original setting where we started. Feel free to screenshot the setting and start today, or if you email me, I can send you that as a PDF too. It just depends on how you want it. Screenshot's so easy today, and then we can make it bigger, make it smaller, So whatever you feel, if you want the PDF and you want to save it on your computer, maybe you have a group of friends and you want to start writing with a group of friends, and you can just pass the setting out to a circle of friends. That's fine. Just feel free to screenshot it. Feel free to ask for a PDF. Feel free to start today. And share it on the channel. Because, of course, all works shared on the channel are copyright protected. That's more reason to send it in, because there will be proof that your writings are yours when I read them to my viewers. Send your writings to writewithmykela@gmail.com. Pause the video. Write a scene or a page. Excuse me. Or at least 500 words. Or whatever goal you have. And come back and I'll read what I wrote. Welcome back, writers. Let me read what I wrote. The next day, the renters texted her and asked if she could come over after she got out of church. Kahira only went to church on occasion, but she didn't text them that. She texted she would be over a little after noon. Kahira had her breakfast and sat out on the porch reading. When it was close to time for her to go, she noticed George was sleeping on the couch. She left a note on the table that she had some errands to run and would be back later. She eased out of the house and drove to her grandmother's old house. Her grandmother had left the house to her and Calista, and they rented it out. But Kahira was the manager and the only one on the lease. She handled getting renters and getting repairs, so she kept 2/3 of the rent and gave the rest to her sister. These renters had rented a long time, maybe even 7 or 10 years, and they had remodeled things and done some repairs on their own. She wondered if this visit was so they could tell her about the next project they wanted to do. Kahira parked on the street, and she saw a moving van pull up behind her in a rearview mirror. She sighed, got out of the car. She went up the steps, and the wife opened the door before she even knocked. Come in, said the wife. Oh, my, you look a little banged up. I hope everything is okay. Yes, I volunteered last week at a children's camp, and I got hurt when I tried to play ball with the kids, replied Kahira. She hated lying to her renters, but she knew she needed to tell the same story to everyone. Oh, that's completely understandable, said the wife. I dislocated my knee once when I was trying to help my son practice soccer. I stepped right on the ball. And, well, you can guess the rest from there. The wife brought her to the kitchen, and there were sandwiches and other things for lunch. The wife handed her an envelope. That's July's rent, said the wife. But I saw the moving van, stated Kahira. Yes, said the wife. Then the wife asked if she remembered her telling her about her husband applying for a district manager. Kahira hadn't remembered, but a lot had been going on in her life. She didn't tell that to the wife, just that she didn't remember. The wife said the husband got the job, and they would be completely out by the end of the second Saturday of July. Kahira told her she could have given her a proration. The wife told her that the lease was very clear about a 30 days notice, and they didn't want to show the house during the next 2 weeks, so she included the $500 fee for that as well. Kahira knew what the lease said, but these were good renters and had rented a long time. She could have let a few things go. The wife wouldn't hear it. She invited Kahira to eat with them, and Kahira accepted. The wife told her that her husband would be a district manager. They were moving to Dallas, Texas. Then the wife told her all the memories she had living in the house and raising her pre-adolescent children into teens and college students. She only had one child left at home, and that child would be a senior next year. Kahira thought and said that it would be hard to change schools at that age, but the wife said that the son wanted to attend Texas A&M University, so that would make them in-state, and the fees would be less. After lunch, Kahira said her goodbyes, and she promised she wouldn't try to lease the house again until after the second Saturday of July. Kahira headed to her sister's house to let her know the news. She knew she could just call her or text her, but after spending the week with her and Nora, Kahira wanted to see her sister. When Kahira told her the news, Kalista exclaimed, "That was great!" Kahira pushed her eyebrows together and asked, "Why losing a renter was good?" "Because I don't want you with George," stated Kalista. "You need someplace you can go if something comes up." Kahira sighed. Charles, Kalista's husband, came in from playing golf. He said his hellos and then went to clean up. Kahira and Kalista talked a little more, and the Kahira headed home. George was still sleeping on the couch. When Kahira entered the living room, her heart squeezed inside her, and she had fear. She realized that George was not the George she knew. Kahira remembered that her grandmother hadn't wanted her to marry George. Her grandmother said George's blood was too thin. Kahira didn't understand what that meant, but she had married him anyway a couple years after her grandmother had passed. Kahira grabbed her Harry Potter book and went out on the porch. Briefly, she thought about Texas, and she looked up the temperature there. It was much hotter than it was here in Kansas. She didn't think she could sit on the porch in Texas, even in Dallas, that was in the north of Texas. Kahira opened the book and found her place, but her mind wouldn't focus. She thought about George's thin blood. Was that something she could only understand now that she knew about witches and vampires? Did that mean George was susceptible to what was happening now? Kahira wished her grandmother were still here, so she could answer all these questions. Some of the questions her grandmother had answered in the journal, but others were just hanging there. Mid-afternoon, George opened the screen door and looked out at Kahira. "Hey, will you come in and sit on the couch for a bit?" "Sure, George," replied Kahira. She marked her place in the book and followed George inside. He sat down on the couch and patted beside himself, so Kahira sat next to him. If Kahira had spidey senses, she would now know what it felt like for them to go off. She felt a deep internal fear sitting next to George. "I wanted to let you know that my company is having a charity ball. Not this Friday, but the following Friday," said George. "A charity ball?" asked Kahira. "They've never done that before. Terry didn't say a word about it." "When did you speak to Terry?" asked George with suspicion in his voice. "When I was running errands to get ready for my week at camp. I stopped by and spoke with Terry. She seemed so lonely. No one picks up lunch for her anymore, with the merger and everyone working from home." "Ah, speaking of the mergers," said George. "When there's a merger, things happen. They let John go, or they laid him off, or whatever the term. You know, his wife doesn't work, and they have 3 small kids. I didn't want something to happen like that to us, so I've been working 2 jobs. My new company hosts charity balls often, and they want to meet the wives of all the new members of our team. George reached in his pocket and pulled out a credit card. I have a company card. He handed the card to Kahira. Kahira felt pricks of energy from the card, and she wanted to hand it back. Oh, so you have a good position in this company. She tried to hand the card to George. George pushed her hand back. Take the card and go to Charleston & Charleston's boutique and get a nice dress. The ball is formal, and, well, you can get some suitable jewelry to go with the dress so you don't have to wear that old thing. He motioned to the amulet. Kahira decided she would find a dress where she could wear the amulet underneath. The ball will be at the Merit over on Pine Hill Road, replied George. Do you think you can find a dress by then? I mean, July 4th is coming up, and I know you don't want to shop near the holiday. I'll find a dress, George, don't worry, said Kahira. Shoes too? She asked as she waved the card a little. George chuckled. Shoes too. Look, don't tell Terry about my second job. They might lay me off. I'm doing this for you. A husband is supposed to support his wife. I know you get a little money from the rental, but that wouldn't be enough to support both of us. I need both jobs for now. Sure, George, replied Kahira. Then she grabbed her book out of her lap and headed back outside. When she got in the kitchen and out of sight of George, she put the credit card in the drawer under the utensil tray. She was not using that card. Okay, writers, that's all that I'm adding today. That was 1,500 words. Leave a comment on if you would use the credit card. Leave a comment on if you would take off the amulet for the charity ball. Leave a comment on if you would start looking for renters for your grandmother's house. Leave a comment on if you would want to go to the charity ball with George. Or comment on any other part of the story that you found interesting, you liked, you had questions about, whatever. Join me Friday for Princess of Norwin and Steigergård. Join me Tuesday for some more jargon. Leave a comment on a term you would have me discuss or your favorite term so far. There are so many words and ideas. Or if you have an idea for a writing prompt, you can leave that in the comments as well. Don't forget to visit my website by Mykela.com, read some character bios, send your writings and chapters to writewithmykela@gmail.com, and leave comments on your favorite characters. If you hit the like and subscribe and the bell notification, then we will continue to write together, and other people will have a higher chance of finding this video and this channel, since your likes will push the video out to a greater audience. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate your participation. If you know someone who would like this video, please share it with them. This is Mykela with Write with Mykela. Bye for now.